spray in your pan and completely saturate your bundt dish. Now I have some biscuit grands. These are just cut up into chunks. And I'm gonna do one layer of biscuit grands right on the bottom. No rhyme or reason, just looking for that bottom to be decently covered. But remember, these are going to expand. So you can just kind of shove those down in there a little bit so you can gauge how many you got. Next, I'm gonna do a layer of pepperoni right on the bottom like that, right on top of those biscuit grands. You can do a lot or a little, or you could use, what else is good on pizza? Maybe sausage?
Cheese.
Cheese, of course we're gonna use cheese, but maybe another meat. And I like a little bit of chopped white onion on my pizza, so I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that around there. You could use red onion as well. I just think the sweet white onion goes so good with a nice sweet pizza sauce. And I did get this in the pre-chop section. If you want to chop your own, that is perfectly fine as usual. Unpopular opinion, but I love a little bit of pineapple on my pizza, but I know that's not a popular opinion.
I almost said earlier that you can choose any topping except for pineapple.
Oh.
And then you pulled out the pineapple.
I gotta do pineapple. I just think it's so good, but we'll only do it on half. Because I know it's a very unpopular opinion. And now back to that provolone that we chopped up in half like this. And look, this is just so it fits perfectly.
Oh, that's smart.
Just like this. And this is gonna act as a bit of glue for our next layer of biscuits. And look at that, perfect number. And I have the other half of those biscuits and I'm just gonna sprinkle those right on top. It's okay if there's little gaps like this, because remember, these are gonna expand quite a lot, so all of those holes will be filled. And the reason we did that layer of cheese right there on top is just so it acts as a nice layer of glue, and it'll be nice and sticky so that our top layer of biscuits does not fall apart. Now to a bowl, take 1 jar of tomato sauce. Any brand will do, just make sure this is unseasoned because we're gonna season this ourselves. Then we're gonna take 2 jars of tomato paste. 1. Now this is seasoned.
What's the difference between sauce and paste?
It's thicker.
Why do you need both?
You know, that is such a good question. They don't, if you're making like your own homemade sauce, this like tomato sauce is too thin, tomato paste is too thick.
It's the perfect consistency.
So it's the perfect consistency if you mix them. Next, we're gonna take some garlic. We all know I love garlic, so I'm doing 2 scoops of garlic. I love garlic. If you don't love garlic as much as I do, go a little less, but I go pretty heavy-handed. Next, I have some onion powder. Just sprinkle, I don't know, eyeball it, maybe like a 1.5 tablespoons of onion. And to really get that authentic pasta sauce flavor, we have some Italian seasoning. Now that tomato paste was already pre-seasoned a little bit with some Italian seasoning, so we don't have to do as much. And that might look like a lot, but once we mix this, it's really not that much. And then I like to add just a little bit of Parmesan. That looks good. Just a little handful, just for some added pizzazz. And I'll just give this a mix until everything is combined. If you want to give it a little taste test, you can. You might want to add a little salt, a little pepper, whatever you're feeling. You just want to make sure that that sauce and paste is nice and evenly combined. And see, it looked like a ton of garlic, but now that it's all mixed, it really wasn't that much. Now we can bring back in that bundt dish and take that pasta sauce and pour it right on top. Pour about half first. And we're just gonna try to get it all down into those cracks and crevices. Now we're gonna take the other half of our cut Parmesan and do the same thing that we did, just layer it a little on top of each other all the way around, just so we get a little cheese on the top and on the bottom. We're not done with that cheese yet though, because more cheese,
more cheese,
more better.
more better.
I'm just gonna sprinkle some of that right on there. You don't wanna do too much because it's just gonna rise, and we don't want it to get too close to the burners and burn. That looks delicious. And just for fun, a little Italian seasoning right on top, just so our flavor hits the mouth as soon as it hits our tongues. And now we can go ahead and take this on over to our oven. It is preheated to 350 degrees. Place on that top rack and bake until golden brown. Oh, look at that. I told you they were gonna expand. We are almost overflowing our bunt dish. Look at how good that looks. We got enough crispy cheese and gooey cheese. Now, for the hard part,
You gonna flip it?
we're gonna flip it.
Oh man,
1,
I'm nervous. Hold
Two.
on. Okay.
3.
Oh!
It's a little
little
cheesy,
sloppy.
little sloppy.
Look
Look
at that sauce that came out.
at that. Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah. I really was, when I saw how sloppy the top was, I was pretty worried that the whole thing was gonna be sloppy, but look at how perfect that is.
Crisped up. It looks so good.
I kind of like that it overflowed down the sides.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fully cooked. Look down in the center. You can see all the like gooey cheese down in there. Okay, let's cut into this.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Onions falling out.
Wow, 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 wow.
Sticks together though.
Yeah, it's literally perfect.
Kind of like pizza lasagna.
It is.
Pizzania?
Pizzagna. It's pizzagna. Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up.
So good.
Look at this.
Are you so proud of yourself?
I love it. And look, it's gonna be rip and tear. But let's let our taste tester do the rip and tear. It's gonna be like monkey bread. Okay, so let's bring her in. SB
Someone say pizza.
and monkey bread. It is pizza monkey bread.
I'm so jealous.
So you get to rip and then eat.
It sounds.
It's like-
smells so good. Okay. Oh my gosh, it just tears right off like that.
Yep, look at that.
Is that biscuit bread?
Biscuit bread and there's cheese in there.
Look how hot it is. Ooh, did you see that cheese?
That
pull?
was a good cheese pull.
Okay. Do we think I can fit this in my mouth?
The whole thing? No.
Yeah?
Mmm.
You know the rules. You gotta rate it 1 to 10.
Be honest.
Tell us if it's a little dry, a little, need more sauce.
Not dry?
This is 11.
11 out of 10.
You wouldn't change anything.
It's perfect. I want a little more sauce to dip it in, but that's gonna be handled.
Maybe just, you could put a little sauce dish in the
Some
middle
of the sauce came
of
out
your
over
bun.
here, so you just dip it in here.
Yep.
There you go. Oh, a little pepperoni there. There it is.
15.
15.